the times. Affairs can put a spring in your step if you're a woman.
Yeah.
What'd you think of this one?
Yeah, I'm going to try and pitch this.
This one...
guys, try and pitch this to your girls. Be like, I mean... If
No, it's saying the opposite.
I know that,
sorry.
but I'm saying, but then you got to flip it and be like...
You're saying, like, if a guy says it's better for...
Yeah,
I know dudes that have fucking got some side tail and have put a pep in their step.
Absolutely, yeah.
Well, so like science says there was no pep in the step, and you're like, there was some pep.
Oh yeah, you got several more years out of that relationship.
I think the only reason it puts less pep in girls' step is because they have no remorse.
Yeah.
I think guys feel guiltier sometimes, so they have a little less pep because they have the guilt and the pep and the like worried about them getting caught sort of thing. So I feel like some of the pep probably gets. It probably gets overshadowed by the fear and all the other stuff.
Oh, yeah.
Whereas the girls have no fucking remorse. That's the only explanation for why they'd have more pep is they have less guilt.
That's true. It's quite true.
From 609 people who are involved in this affair, 338 have been a victim to one. And they said, the study published, our analysis detected one group of participants who seemed to recover and even thrive after infidelity, unfaithful women. But it's just because also I think girls can justify it more when girls like are in a relationship with a dude that there's not supposed to be any cheating and the girl bangs the guy. She has way more of a like, well, I actually deserve to be doing this because he didn't treat me right and blah blah.
Of course.
Whereas the guy's like, all right, hope I get away with this one.
Of course.
We'll see where this goes.
Yeah. Way different. Yeah,
Girls
there's
can-
no backstory for a guy. A guy's just like,
Well, it's literally our sketch with the girls that can rationalize anything.
Of course, yeah.
That's the only explanation is that the girls have no, if anything, like girls are able to convince themselves that this was an empowering thing that I did for me. And I should, if anything, he needs to learn the lesson about how to treat me. And you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Whereas like if a guy like cheats on his wife because she got like fat and gross, you don't think to yourself like, well, maybe if she, I'm not, maybe never, but like, I would say most guys don't have the like, well, maybe she should have thought of that before she put on the weight and blah, blah, blah. You think to yourself like, you know.
No, they're like a guy's, yeah, literally, almost it's like a more sympathetic thing where a guy's like, yeah, you know, I don't want to leave her because like she's not going to find anybody else, right? So they're like, but
it would break her heart to leave her.
Yeah, I don't like, but I do need this.
I need
but I do need
smash
this.
Here and there.
But I don't like. I'd hate to leave her, and you know, I do.
She'll
love
be,
her,
she'll be,
it's
yeah,
like Johnny
kill herself.
Ginny Sack or whatever. You know, it's like that scenario. Oh, you weren't a big surprise.
The results also reveal that cheating was preceded by a gradual increase in personal and relationship satisfaction over the years. I mean, I agree that if every relationship worked, that after every 3 to 6 months you get a sabbatical. What's the movie where you get to kill everyone?
Hall Pass? Oh no,
no,
Purge.
The Purge. There should be like a purge. Every guy should get like a purge once a year.
Yeah, but it's the same day.
But you're purging your semen.
But it's the same day for every guy. So you're like, that day is just like just a bunch of horned up dudes out on the fucking...
I mean, no, every guy gets a different purge day maybe then.
Oh, that would be funnier if
you
it's
pick
the
your
same
purge day and you get that day forever. It's like your birthday and your purge day.
Maybe just make it your birthday.
Well, no, because your birthday probably a lot of times you'd be bogged down.
Oh, you got to be bogged down with it.
It's got to be like a random day. You know what I mean? If your purge day's on Valentine's Day, you might as well not even have a purge. You know what I mean?
Yeah, totally. Imagine it's like a random purge day generator and you get Valentine's Day. You go, wow, thanks for nothing.
Yeah, there'd be no way for your chick to be like, well, 14th, I was thinking maybe we go to this restaurant, and you go, sort of my purge day.
Well, I guess technically it starts at midnight. So you're just waiting for midnight on Valentine's Day, which is technically still the day before.
So you'd have to do your purge the night before.
Like get home at 4 a.m.
But you know what I mean? Or Christmas or Boxing Day. Like that would be a bad time to purge because there's so much shit going on and other people are busy. You want your purge day to just be like August 24th.
Yeah, just a nothing day.
Just another day for the purge. So the idea, but the reason why it doesn't have a lot of satisfaction, the satisfaction is weighed out by the fact that, yeah, you're like always worried, like, is this girl going to fucking ruin my life? Like, you know what I mean? That's the problem that the dudes are dealing with.
I mean, I'm sure women are dealing with that as well. If they're cheating, they're just cheating different, I feel.
They don't, though. They probably, I think they think like they are able to construct mental models where they're in the right more.
Yeah, maybe they don't, and maybe they're not thinking of the actual repercussions.
Well, it's even just think of it on little things, not cheating. It's like if you think about it in terms of like food or something like that, right? Like I think most guys that are like eating way too much food will be like, yeah, I probably shouldn't have ate that tub of ice cream. Whereas girls are like, I needed that tub of ice cream. And like,
I mean, yeah.
Do you know what I mean?
Oh yeah. The way women rationalize things.
It's like just a more rationalizing.
I mean, my girlfriend does this all the time with stuff like that.
I had no choice but to get drunk.
Yeah, she'll just be like, I need to do all this stupid shit. And you're like, she's like, I had a bad day or whatever. Like whatever it is.
I had a bad day. And this is, if the world was different in a perfect world, I wouldn't have no choice but to eat 3 Wendy's hamburgers right now. And because, you know what I mean? I can't afford the better food and I don't have time because it's just all these mental rationalizations. Yeah, I've been forced into this scenario where I have to like get drunk and smash this dude. Whereas the guy, I feel like even like their girlfriends would be like, you're right, you did have no choice but to suck that one.
Yeah. I mean,
whereas the guys would be like, shut the fuck up.
Yeah, guys will not. The
guy would be like, I had no
that bullshit.
I do have friends that like do that kind of stuff, and it's very like, I was too drunk and I had no choice, and they try to take the thing off, and it's like,
they talk like a chick.
Yeah, and you go, buddy. You wanted to smash a girl, you did it. Don't give me this bullshit. I'm not. Hey, we're not no one's here judging you.
Yeah, we're not your girlfriend.
Yeah, you're right. I go. I'm not your girlfriend. How many times have we had people tell us that story of like, you know what? And I just need to do this and this. Yeah, you go. Hey, I'm not your girlfriend, pal.
Yeah.
You don't need to. You're not on trial here.
No. This is a safe space.
You want to fucking do whatever you want, but don't look to me to agree that you're rationalizing. You know what you did. Fine. Just own your fucking shit. Don't be a bitch about it.
Yeah. I mean, I guess I have some guilt or whatever, but I don't know.
I had no choice. I met up with my ex and I was powerless. And I hate that powerless shit.
Yeah, I mean, that's just chick talk.
I was powerless.
Yeah, that's just not a good look.
Separate research has indicated that if your friends are having affairs, you're more likely to cheat too. I mean, the average, obviously. It's like your fucking chick's got like the 9 Miami Hot Club.
Yeah, I know. You go, hey, you're all just having some.
That's Hoodville 101 is when they're like, yeah, she's just going with her 9 hoe friends to Miami. It's like, would you think that girl's more likely to cheat than the girl who's going to Bible fucking camp with her 9 friends? It's like, would you really need to study to be like the chicks that hang out with a bunch of hoes are more likely to fucking.
Of course. That's like, have you ever seen that guy Castillo or whatever? He's like that black British guy. He's got like a gold grill and all like tattoos on his face.
I don't think so.
And he's like, people call basically, they send him like these emails being like, yeah, my girl's like going on this like literally like vacation with all her friends, and he's just like, yeah, dude, not looking good. Like she's getting dicked down like the whole thing, and people are just asking him advice, and all this shit is just like, yeah, you're not good.
He's the real deal.
Yeah, he's like, not good.
Well, it is. I think you have to just know. Like if you're dating that type of girl, that's like sort of comes with the territory. You're dating like a for the streets chick.
Yeah. And even if you're not, like you know your girl. You know what she's capable of, what she's not capable of, like what scenario you probably
you'd be surprised.
That's what I'm saying. But you're like, you want to know what scenario is like gonna, be more likely for stuff to happen, less likely, and you want to keep her just like anybody. I don't know.
Yeah.
I mean your girl thinks the same about you.
I'm just going to this game with a bunch of like, I'm just going on a yacht with a bunch of NBA players. Nothing crazy.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah. Can I come? No.
I can't.
Can I come? I love the NBA. I'm a big fan of basketball. Can I come? She goes, nah.
So crazy. Got invited to this yacht with all these like NFL players. You're like, oh, that's so crazy. I love the NFL.
Yeah, I love the NFL.
That would be so fun for me to come to.
Girls only.
Girls only. Yeah, so I mean, some of this shit's like no duh, but also the funny part is that the way that they're literally rationalizing it in the article, where they're just like, and it's just something weird about women's composition that ends up happier. It's like, yeah, the no guilt part.
Yeah,
but I think that's not even true. That's just like I would say, even on top of all the stuff we're saying, I think it's they're measuring satisfaction in their marriage based on like literal people's self-identification.
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean? So it's also a faulty system because girls will self-identify with a lie. Like there's also girls that are like, they did something and they're like really unhappy with it. And whereas guy might on a blind study actually write how he feels.
Yeah.
Whereas a girl in the study, if she believes I did this and actually I'm better now, all the she just has to believe that.
They're better at rationalizing.
Yeah, but she might actually not be happier. She's just writing in the study that she's happier because she believes that.
Right. And also she thinks the more that she says it, the more it'll become reality.
There you go, right? So I think there's a lot of stuff at play here, but it's just a funny article for them to put out. Like when girls cheat is actually good for them. Yeah. Good news, ladies.
Good news.
Whereas men, you'll hate it and be mad.
Sure.
If you're a man and some hot girl comes through and you smash, you will hate that. It'll make your wife worse. But if a girl ends up banging that coworker, finally, it's like,
good for her.
She will be. All the riches in the world will come to her.
Yeah, I feel like the last 10 years has just been sorting out this like inherent biological unfairness in the world, where it's just like it is just so many more things that are unfair to be a woman.
All of them,
like the biological ones, like the whole thing where it's like, at the end of the day, like a guy can just fucking be 50, wife breaks up with him, and you can just start all over again.
It's so easy
where it's like she just can't. Not in the same way. Like she can't. Like women
not
don't
the
have
same way. You
not
can't
having
start
the second
again.
family.
You can't start again. No, but you can like.
But a guy can.
Yeah, if you're 50 and
like
look
there's
fine.
so many guys who are just like, yeah, I have a whole like tons, just like entire new.
You just did the whole thing again.
Again, yeah. You're like you took a second. You get a second shot at it,
which is somewhat of a disadvantage in some sense because if you have a family and then you date another, like let's say you were a guy that did have a family, and then you start dating a younger girl, and she's like, we should have a kid, and you already did that whole thing. You don't want to do it again. It would be nice to be like, baby,
yeah,
the sperm's done.
Sperm's for sure. But I think some guys are just like they want that though. Sometimes like I've heard so many times where guys are like, yeah, the second one was the charm,
Yeah,
like I figured out all the things I didn't.
Well,
like
my dad and mom both. The second family's the one that stuck.
But did your dad have new kids?
No, but she had really young kids.
Okay, so there you go.
Like my stepsister's like just going to college now.
Okay, so there you go.
You know what I mean? And I've been out of that house for, like on both sides, my dad and my mom. The stepkids are just going to college now, and I've been out of that household for what, like
20 years, close.
Since like 15 years or whatever.
Yeah.
And so you know what I mean. So for the last 15 years, my dad's had like
a whole
new kids.
Yeah, a whole new one. Exactly.
Yeah. He did the whole thing again.
But I'm saying you can even do the whole biological thing again.
I was like in college when these people met.
Right.
And the kids were like
very small, yeah.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah. But you can even do the whole biological.
He could even smash, yeah. Well, he didn't go too young.
Right. But
he did, but not.
I mean, I'm sure she couldn't have been that far away from a birthing age. They probably just didn't want to have more kids.
Yeah, that's probably true. Actually, yeah, you're right.
Yeah, so.
And then mom dated a younger man.
Yeah,
isn't that interesting?
Like much?
7 years.
I feel like at a certain age it doesn't.
Not crazy, but it just usually goes the other way, right?
Of course. I mean, that's another one of the unfairnesses that exists.
In which way? I mean,
it's just like generally women are dating older.
If I found older women more attractive, why not? You date them, they have more money.
Yeah, but that's just not how biology works.
It's not how the stuff works.
It's not how it works.